Welcome back to Only Analogue. Today we're starting a new series and it's called Film First.
So the Film First series is basically going to be little reviews by me and Tom of films that we've never shot before. So literally our first time, first experience. And we're going to run some footage and then we're going to come back at the end and sort of review the film stock and what we thought about it, what we like, what we dislike.
The first film up for review is Retropan by Fomapan. It is a 320 ISO film, so it's good for daytime shooting. It's really renowned for its grain, and some of the images are a little bit grainy.
So what we're going to do is run some footage of the day. Enjoy today's video and we will catch you at the end.
Start.
welcome back. I hope you enjoyed our little adventure for today. We managed to find some interesting spots, I'd say. Very unexpected find, wasn't it? I think, but it definitely made for some great shots. So we just want to talk about the overall feel of the film to start with.
So the overall view of the film for me was it was a bit too grainy. If you're doing landscapes or anything in that sort of retrospect, you're going to end up with some really grainy results. But if you're doing portraits or taking the pictures of cars, stuff like that, then you'll be able to get a nice old-fashioned looking image.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's got a... I don't think the grain's necessarily a bad thing. It is when you look at the photos, from my perspective on my ones, they were very... almost like... they had that vintage look, that vintage feeling.
I think that's why they call it Retropan, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's got that really, like, old-fashioned look.
It's a nostalgic sort of type of film, isn't it? It's got, like, you know, it looks like you've shot it with, like, a 50, 60-year-old camera.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they literally, the negatives look like they're old as hell, and you've just sort of got a hold of them and scanned them, Retropan gets a lot of stick online. Lots of people, it's a bit like Marmite, isn't it? Some people absolutely love it, some people absolutely hate it, but for me, I mean, it's quite a nice film stock. I'm not sure if I'd shoot it again. For a 320 speed film, it is insanely grainy.
Yeah.
I took a few shots on some Ilford Delta 3200 not long ago. We'll pop that up on the screen now so you can have a look. But you know, that's an insanely high speed film. I know Delta's very forgiving, but the grain in there is very minimal compared to what the Retropan 320 is. So, I mean, if you're going to buy this film stock, you've got to expect a lot of grain. Yeah. Which
isn't
necessarily a bad thing, but it's just something to think about.
So Retropan itself, would we use it again? For the price, what was it?
I think I paid about £4 for the 35mm roll and about £5 for the 120 roll.
So you can pick up a roll of HP5, I think for a £5, can't you? Or $4.99?
Something like that, yeah.
You're going to get better value for your money if you're shooting an Ilford film because it's a bit more forgiving. If you're going to shoot Retropan, I think you're going to be disappointed. Are you going to either love the results or you're going to hate them? As Josh said, it's like Marmite. So I would use it again if I knew that I was going to go to an old castle or a really,
something where you look after that look, that vintage look. Yeah, definitely.
But if you're going to stuff which has got landscape, quite a lot of land around you, the Retropan struggles to pick up the fine detail.
It's definitely not a sharp one, is it?
No, I would use it again, but I'm still on my quest for my black and white film.
Yeah, I think I would use it again, but it definitely, as you said, has to be in the right setting. If you know that you want that look, that aesthetic, then yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're after something a bit sharper, just a nice overall black and white film, Retropan's definitely not the one. So just to recap, I think it's definitely at the right price point. It's on the cheaper end of the scale, which I think is fair. I mean, all the Foma stocks are. It's a good film if you know what you're shooting and you know you want that look. It's definitely a good option. If you're shooting it for everyday use, it's probably a no from my point of view. Probably yours as well, I imagine.
I wouldn't use it as a day-to-day, like Josh said. If we was going to rate it, I'd rate it a 6.
But yeah, I'd give it a 6.5.
6.5? 6.5.
6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm in a generous mood, I'll give it So we hope you have enjoyed our film first review. We have got a lot more film first coming up. We've got one for our next video, which is Sinstill 800T. We're going to do some Lomachrome. We're going to do all sorts of crazy things. So if you're into any of that, please do follow us along. Like and subscribe. Comment if you've got any thoughts on what films you want us to try. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.